There was some question here in the room, at the front of the room here during the break about the testimonials and stuff like that. And we said here, as a result of good, sound, basic nutrition, certain things will happen to the health. And someone said, well, does that mean I can go out here and start saying that, I cured my cancer, and stuff like this? You guys be sensible here now. Don't start taking things to the extreme, that everything in the world's happened to you as a result of good, sound, basic nutrition. You know what we're talking about: high blood pressure, hypertension, the hay fevers, things of that sort. Okay, don't be going out here and going bananas with the thing. All right? Now, here's what we want to do. You guys have certainly got a good idea of the basics and what the basics include as far as using the products, wearing the button, and talking to people. Certainly you understand now about using the products, retailing the products, and repeat selling the products. You got a good understanding of that. You understand how to sell the products. You got the basics down. But here's what you want to do. There's a tremendous amount of things that are happening in Herbalife today. There's a lot of things going on with the telecasts and all kinds of things, and you guys need to understand how to take these basic things and go out and really seriously capitalize on the way that Herbalife is today, because it wasn't this way in the beginning for me, and to be able to make your business happen much, much faster than it did for me in the beginning. Well, let's talk about the basic facts of your business. We said that to get a personal wave going, one of the things you were going to have to do was use the products. Let me talk to you about using the products here for a second. When I say use the products, I don't mean just use the products. I mean use the products. I know what some of you are doing. I know some of you are out here taking, to lose weight, 2 shakes a day, and you're taking your tablets twice a day, and then you forget to take them the 3rd time. I know some of you are out here taking a shake once a day, and you forget it the 2nd time of the day, and then you take your tablets 3 times of the day, and you think you're skating by. I know some of you out here using it for maintenance and taking the shake once a day and taking the tablets twice a day and forgetting the 3rd time. I know some of you are not consistently using the herbal aloe. Let me tell you something. Consistently use the herbal aloe. I tell you something right now, if you would just start taking 8 to 12 ounces of herbal aloe every single day, it will significantly change the way that you feel on the products. I understand that some of you are just using the Slim and Trim right at the moment, and you're just using the Flora Fiber maybe, and a little bit of the herbal aloe, and you're not using the skin care, or you're not using the hair care, and some of that. I understand that. Listen, I'm talking about seriously using the product every single day. 2 shakes every single day, tablets 3 times every single day. Because here's what happens. You can't possibly go out here and expect to retail these products with intensity, with blind faith, unless you're using these products every single day. It will show in your eyes. It will show in your attitude. Maybe you're so slick. I can't be this slick. But maybe you think you're such a good salesman out here that you're going to get by being able to just get by using the shake twice a day and taking them 3 times, or taking the tablets only twice a day. Maybe you think you can sneak by that way. Let me tell you where you're not going to be able to sneak by. On your repeat business. How can you possibly expect to go back into your customer's house after you've lost 30 pounds, I understand, and you got another 40 to lose, and that customer hasn't seen you lose some more weight? How can you possibly expect to pitch that person and tell them to continue to use these products every single month? How can you possibly do that with intensity? You know something? You can't. Now listen, I know a lot of you in the room here because you're from our area, out here in Los Angeles. And let me tell you something. You need to seriously use these products. I'm looking at some of you. I know some of you. Listen, I understand that sometimes you go through plateaus. I understand that. But let's face it, plateaus don't need to last for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know who I'm looking at here. You know who needs to lose weight in here. I'm looking at you. Okay? Now listen, I'm talking about seriously using the products. Listen here. You know how excited you got from losing that first 20 pounds, right? Listen, regardless of what anybody said to you, you got numb to it. All you wanted to tell them about was this 20 pounds you lost. My goodness, I lost 20 pounds. Isn't this like Cambridge? I don't know, I lost 20 pounds. Don't you understand? But isn't it like that Slim Fast? I can buy that for $4. I don't know, I lost 20 pounds. Don't you understand? You see, it's the same thing. If you get on these products and lose that extra 10 pounds, that extra 15 pounds, when someone comes up to you and says, yeah, but weren't you in the Senate? Yeah, but I lost 4 pounds. You see, that's what it'll be like. And it's that different level of excitement by just taking off that weight. And see, here's the thing. You can be as good as you want to, gang, but there's one basic fact you're not going to be able to get away from. And that's using these products. Because I'll tell you what, your problem exists right outside your pants. So it's not something that you can hide. It's not something that you're going to be able to cover up. You need to get on with the program and use the products and knock this weight off. If you've been on a plateau, we're going to cover how to get out of a plateau. You know, take in some less calories and stuff like this. Get on with the deal and use the products. See, I never had a problem pitching people on the products. Never, ever, ever. I never had the problem of slapping my customers around when they said, well, I'm having some problems losing weight. You know what your customers are going to do to you? They're going to call you up, and you're going to try to repeat sell them, and you're going to be on your plateau, and they're going to call you up, and they're going to say, you know what, I've had a little bit of a problem losing some weight. And you know what you're going to say? I know. You're taking on the worm attitude. Crawl under your rock. Your customer's going to be able to get you and slap you around like you cannot believe. You will not be able to pitch them with intensity. You're not going to be able to talk them with enthusiasm. And you're certainly not going to be able to come from a position of strength and to be able to tell them to use the product every single day, because you indeed yourself are not using the product every single day. See, I never had a problem in that area. I never had a problem with slapping my distributors around about it. I never had a problem in this area. And you guys need to take account for what you do every single day. See, some of you have these problems. And remember Larry said that, you know, when you get this personal wave going, it's really something. It's kind of like everybody that you talk to seems to buy. Remember that he said that? Now, he doesn't mean that literally, but here's what it does mean. When you're using the products consistently every single day and you lose this extra 10 pounds, and you lose this extra 15 pounds, or you just start making progress and start losing, here's what happens when you're on the street. People are out there talking to you, and whatever their objection is, you just go right past it. You just say, I don't care, I lost 4 more pounds, and you get a customer. And then all of a sudden you get over here and someone says no. And then you get over here and you get someone that says no. But then you get over here and you're so excited about talking about your weight loss, you get another customer. Then you're over here and you get someone that says no. And you get over here and get someone that says no. And you get another customer. And now you got 3 customers for the day. And you've made your $60 for the day. And you cracked your nut. Have any of you ever done that? You've made enough money for the day. Right? And now all of a sudden the next person that says no to you, you say, I don't care. I already made my nut for the day. Over here. Right? And now you're over here. Someone says no to you, say, it doesn't matter. I'm over here. Next guy. You see? Because what? You did something consistent every single day. And it stems back to using the products consistently every single day. See, I never had a problem in that area. Why? I consistently did something every single day. I used the products. 2 shakes to lose weight, 3 times with the tablets, maintain weight, 1 shake, sometimes 2 shakes, 3 tablets every single day. Every single day. Now you got to continue to do that. You guys are going to have problems if you don't. You guys have these problems with, all the way from selling the products to things about getting your people to repeat use the products. I didn't have that problem. I never had those kind of problems. I didn't have problems with even getting my distributors to bring people to meetings. You're not going to believe that. But I didn't have that problem. You know why? I brought people to the meetings every single evening. Let me ask you something. Some of you say things are down. The media's made things down. Let me ask you something. How many of you in this room last month got 10 brand new customers on the products? Look at, gang, everybody look around. Look at this, a handful of maybe 40 people. 40 people! You understand that? The media has not got things down. You have things down. There's no such thing as thingers down. You ain't out there flapping your jaws is the problem. Look at this, 40 people out of the 1,000 people that are in here. How many of you last night had 5, now I gotta qualify this, not someone that you talked to before and that you got them signed up and you brought down to the meeting last night to get them convinced this was a good opportunity by getting to see me and Larry. I'm talking about how many of you got in this room 5 brand new people that had not heard the opportunity to this meeting last night. Look around you, people. 1, 2, 3, 4 people. How many of you in this room had 2 brand new people that had ever seen the opportunity? Look at this. Look around, gang. That is disgusting. That is overwhelming. I never had a problem in this area. You know why? I brought guests up to the meeting. And guest doesn't mean one. That's plural. Guests. I brought people to the meetings. And let me tell you something. You guys, you know what you're doing? You're coming down to see our opportunity meeting to check this deal out, is what you're doing. You're checking it out to see if it's still moving, is what you're doing. Otherwise, you would have been down here last night with 5 people. And you would have said to yourself, the thing is working right. That's what you could have done. And I never had a problem in this area. And you know why? My distributors, regardless of your method of operation of what you do with new people, whether you give them down line, whether you sponsor them personally, whatever you're going to do. But here's one thing my distributors couldn't do to me. They couldn't come back to me and say, well, I had a hard time getting someone to the meeting. And that's what your distributors are telling you. And you know what all of you are saying to them? I know. You see, everything is so simple, gang. It's overwhelming. You guys are having a problem because you have created it yourselves. Because you're not consistently doing something. Nobody could tell the kid here at 23 years old that it was a problem getting 5 people down to the meeting last night. Listen, Jack, you've been over here at the gas station working for the last 5 days. What did you do on the hour lunch break that you had? Let's face it, on your hour lunch break, could you talk to 5 people about the opportunity? That's 25 people in 5 days. You could have got 2 or 3 people down to the meeting. Don't give me this baloney. See, I know what I had to do to get my 5 people down here. Therefore, I knew what I could expect out of other people. And you guys have no reason to expect your distributors to do anything because you yourself are not doing anything. Therefore, you cannot ask them with strength for them to do anything yourself. So don't be doing this stuff. Listen, I never had a problem with sales volumes in my organization. Could you believe that? Never had a problem with getting my people to produce. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't have 2 or 3 distributors that didn't produce. I'm not saying I didn't have 10 or 20 distributors that didn't produce. Certainly I had those kind of people. But I tell you what I didn't do, pay any attention to those distributors. I paid attention to the people that were on the move. And I'll tell you something, the people that were on the move, I didn't have a problem getting them to do sales volume. Because I would never allow
my distributors to do more sales volume than I did.